Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am finally back after a long month away. It has felt like an eternity since I've made a video. So today, while I was getting ready, I decided to go ahead and bring you guys along and kind of share with you guys my everyday makeup routine. Now I am not a makeup artist or even a makeup enthusiast, but I do have a makeup routine and this is gonna be it. It's pretty simple, easy, and minimal, just like everything else in my life, pretty minimalistic. So this is the way that I look a little bit more put together for my days. It definitely boosts my confidence to get ready in the mornings, and I tend to have the best days whenever I do, so the more productive days. So if you want to learn how I go from a very tired mommy to a mom a little bit put together, then please keep watching. So first I go in with my foundation. I do use the Dior Backstage foundation. Here it is. This one is the one that I've been using for quite a while and I swear by it. It is so good because it is buildable. You know, sometimes I do just do one coat because it's gonna rub on the mask anyway. Since I'm kind of in a rush when I do this, I just go in right into the skin with it. I don't really, and then I always start low. I don't really put it like on a brush or anything. I always just do the bottom. I go ahead and just with the beauty blender, I start always low on the chin. So I don't really pin my hair back because usually, like I mentioned, I'm in a hurry, so I'm holding the kids and I do everything kind of rushed. So if you see me rushing, remember I got the kiddos. So as you can see right away, like it's already covering up all that redness. I do have a lot of redness on my face. So I blow dried my hair and my ears are so red. So they're probably gonna stay like that for a while. I do have really sensitive skin. And then you go into the nostrils, so everything kind of blends in. And then I don't get the under eye because I don't want it to crease or look very cakey. So I kind of focus just on the bottom with the layer that I did, and then I go up. Kind of the leftover is what I put on the nose and on the forehead area. So just blend, blend, blend. I'm gonna check how long it takes me because I've never timed myself, but I think it should take me like less than 15 minutes. So it's 150, actually 155. So as you can see, it already gave me a lot of coverage actually for one layer. And the reason why I started at the bottom and then I just built it up is because I do like more of the product to be around where I have a lot of redness. And then my nose, it's pretty, you know, true to my skin color. So I just put the remaining there and on my forehead as well. So remember guys, it's all to your liking. I do like a more minimal makeup approach. So that's why I do it this way, just like one layer. And then I build it up. So let's see. It looks pretty. Okay, so far this is typically what I'll do like if I'm gonna be wearing my mask all day. But today, since I might take a picture for Instagram, I might add a little bit more to my beauty blender and then go in where I didn't originally go in. So like my nose and my forehead, add a little bit more. All right, so that's gonna be it for foundation. I did about one coat and then some on the nose, but I think it looks pretty good right now. This is typically what I like. And then I do go in with my Shape Tape in the color Fair Light Neutral. This is the one that I've always used. It works really well with my skin tone, so we don't want to go in. And this one, a little bit, if you use this, you know, a little bit goes a very long way, so I try not to do too much of it. So I just put a little bit on each, like that. Probably it's good. It's probably a little bit more than I needed. And then I just go in. I do have a lot of you know, dark eye circles. I do have some pretty bad eye bags, so I'm gonna try to blend that out. Make it look a little bit better. Then I just bring it out and then a little bit down, not too much. I don't really like the V under. I just kind of tap it in there. I have a little bit of like a dry patch on my under eye. It looks horrible, but we're just gonna leave it alone. But that's pretty much it. I feel like it's already pretty blended and I just kind of take the remaining and put it like on my nose and stuff. And I don't bake. I don't even know if people do that anymore, but I don't bake my under eye. I just set it, and I do like the Air Spun Loose Face Powder. can get this at Target. I believe they also have it like at Walmart, probably even online. And it's super inexpensive. It's probably less than like $5. And this one has lasted me like over a year probably, and it's still halfway full. I don't know if that's smart to keep using it after a year. You know, some things you do have to throw them away after a while, but it doesn't say anything here, so I'm gonna keep using it. And I do use the translucent one. It's the translucent 070, so in case you're wondering, that's the color that I use. And then I do go in with my Morphe M554, and this is the one that I use, and I just put a little bit on there, and then I tap the remaining on the disc, or the lid, I'm sorry, and then I just kind of go in there like this, just to kind of, like I mentioned, set it down there, and then I brush it off. I'm very simple, guys, with everything that I do. The faster that I can do it, the better for me. And then I just kind of tap, 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 and then you bring it out. Bring it down maybe, put some on the side of my nose, because I am going to put a little bit of bronzer on my nose just to kind of give it that shape that I like. So I just bring it down. So after I have like combination skin, it all depends on the season, but since summer's coming up, so if it was like summer, I would definitely do like a little bit of whatever was left like on my forehead so it doesn't get too bad, and on my chin. But if not, if I'm not planning on sweating today, I would just put it under my eyes. I hope I'm being like detailed in this, since I'm not a makeup artist. This is just what I do every other day whenever I do my makeup, because I don't do my makeup every day, but whenever I do, this is what I do. Like I mentioned, guys, it's super fast, so I'm kind of taking my time with it and talking to you guys through it because the kids are asleep, so I'll have some time to chat, and I just do that. And then I don't contour my face. I never learned to contour, but I do use the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I've been using this one for a pretty long time as well. This is the one that I use. It looks like this. It's the Hoola Benefit bronzer. And let's see, then I just tap it in there, just the very tip. And then I just go in with the bronzer like on my cheekbones. I don't know if you consider this contouring, but I really don't, because I just kind of go in. I don't, you know, shape it or anything. So I just kind of go in, as you can tell, like in circular motion. You definitely want to go up, 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 and then like this, just to kind of shape your cheekbone. And then I go in just a little bit more on my chin, nothing crazy again. I am using the same bronzer to go ahead and define my nose. So I just go in with the bottom. I'm not very stingy with it. I do like to define my nose a lot. Probably like almost 5 years ago, I did get my nose done. I went all the way to Virginia to do that with Dr. Naydary, who was my dream doctor, and he did such an amazing job. I feel like whenever somebody knows that I did my nose, they say it looks really natural, which is definitely the look that I was going for, which I love, but I still like to define it. So, and then I go up the sides, and then what I do is I go up the sides, and then I do this, so I kind of bring it into the eyelid. So then I'll do this, and that kind of shortens the nose. So I believe that if you go up to your eyebrow, you're making it longer, and then if you go into your eyelid, I'm sorry, then you're making it shorter, which is what I like to do. So I do bring it into the So that's kind of what it looks like. I think that looks pretty good so far. It looks good on camera, then it probably will look good in person. And then what I go ahead and do, I do just like to go in with the bronzer into my eyelid. So I give it a little more depth by going in with the the bronzer, and then I just kind of put it all over the lid. So as you can see, it's giving it a little bit of color, as opposed to here, which I had already put a little bit, but as you can tell, it's giving it a little bit more color, which is just what I wanted, to give me that more like awake look. And then I use this kind of like a base in case I am going to be wearing eyeshadow, then this will be like my base. So every single time that I do this, I do put some bronzer on my eyelid, and then I bring it out a little bit. So I always start with the lid, and then I bring it up. So start with my eyelid, and then I just kind of blend it up. And then of course I blend it into my eyebrow. So I go kind of up, not too harshly, just any little thing, that way it can look a little more natural. Let's do the other one. So I think that looks pretty good. It doesn't look too, like too much. And then I kind of just put the remaining on the bottom there. Again, just to give it that natural look, so it all kind of blends in together. All right. So it's gonna be it for bronzer. That's pretty much what I use it for. I use it as eyeshadow, I use it as the bronzer, and then I use it as some form of contour for my nose. And then what I go ahead and do to finish up the nose, so I do go in with my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter, and I use this for my nose. So I do go in with my Morphe Jeffree Star JS13 brush, and it's just like a little pointed brush. And I just dip it a little bit in the highlighter, and then I do the very tip of my nose, and then I go in just the top right there, the remaining right there on the bridge of my nose. There we go. That is all she wrote. So that's pretty much what I use highlighter for. I don't really use it for my cheeks unless I'm feeling fancy and I'm gonna go somewhere, then I might use it for my cheeks. But other than that, for my everyday makeup routine, I just use it like that. Then we go in with the Physicians Formula blush. What is wrong with me today, guys? I'm like stuttering my words and then just like everywhere. I don't even know what words to use. And this is the brush that I use, and this one is from Target. Like I mentioned, I love drugstore because if it runs out, you could just literally do the pickup. I just don't really like going into stores lately. And then I use my RT blush brush, also from Target. So I just go ahead and get some blush. I do love me some blush. I think it's so cute and it makes you look just so awake. So I just go in. I don't really like do circles. I just do, and I don't smile when I do this just because I don't want it to look like a big circle here. I actually just do like the tip of my cheek right here. You see that? Just like right there. And then I brush it up. So I just tap, tap, tap right here on the outer side. There you go. And then just bring it up. I believe I put a little bit too much on this side, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the brush that I used to set my under eye, and then I just kind of wipe it off. Since this brush is gonna get cleaned anyway, but since it has some of that clear translucent powder, it just kind of balances it out. So I just do that to kind of make it look a little bit less. I believe this window is actually, there we go. It wasn't letting me see, so there you go. Just kind of blend everything together. All right. I don't dip the brush back into the blush, but I do go into my nose and I just kind of tap, 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 give it a little bit of that pinkish look. I really like that. And that is it for the blush. Like I mentioned, guys, I am actually almost done. So then what I do next is I go ahead and do my eyebrows. Now I do have my eyebrows microbladed. You can't really tell because I already have very thick eyebrows. The reason why I got the microbladed, I believe they did the powdered brows service. The reason why I did that is because I wanted them to get shaped. That way I could just pluck around them. I was never really good at shaping my eyebrows. Like I mentioned, I have really full eyebrows. So what I'm doing now is I'm just plucking around where I got microbladed. I go ahead and just clean them out. And then with my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel, it's the clear one, I just go ahead and go in with this and I give them a little bit more of a fluffy look. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure the kids aren't waking up. So I just go up, mostly on the inner eyebrow. I just go up like this. And then I go up on the other side. And then on the ends, I do going down. So brush up on the beginning. And then on the ends, I kind of go out. And then what I also like to do with the brow gel, if you have like a lot of little flyaways, I used to just kind of brush them just a little bit, just kind of get those suckers down. But of course I don't really have any right now. Well, I do, but you can't really see them. So there you go. So that's the eyebrows. For my eyelashes, so sometimes I do have my eyelashes done, but today I don't. I haven't gotten them done in a little while. I don't think I'm gonna go back for a while. I kind of want to give my eyelashes a rest. Do is I use my, I don't want to say this wrong, Japanesque Eyelash Curler. That's the brand, and I did get this at Target actually, and it's been working really, really well. And I go ahead and curl my eyelashes. My eyelashes are very much straight. They are not curly at all, so I really have to go in there with a curler just to get a little bit of a swoosh, a little curl. And then I go ahead and go in with my mascara. Now, I did used to use the Fenty Beauty mascara. This was my go-to mascara, but then for Christmas, I bought myself the Estee Lauder one, but I just realized that it looks very gray. So I think that I got like a very gray color, as you can see right there. I don't know if you can see. So I'm gonna do my Fenty Beauty again, but I think this one dried out just a little bit. I did leave it in the car, so I think it dried out a little. Should we just go for it? We're not gonna go for it. It looks really dry, and I definitely don't want to mess up this makeup look. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Estee Lauder one. This one did come in a pack of 2, where you put like the white one first and then the black one. I never figured out how to use it, so I just used the black one. Maybe that's why it looks gray, but we're gonna try it out, see how it looks on camera. So let's go ahead and go in with this. Do go in a little bit heavy with the mascara because I just bought this new tool, which I'll go ahead and show you guys, which separates the eyelashes. So I like it to be a little bit heavy, that way it looks a little bit longer. I do have very short eyelashes, so. We have a play date today, so we're so excited. I love play dates because I love chatting with other mommies. Ow. That always happens. Didn't that happen in my last video where I was doing my makeup? Sorry guys, I'm over here trying to blind myself with this mascara. So I went ahead and put the mascara a little bit heavy like I mentioned, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for it to dry, and then I'm gonna go in with this, again, I hope I'm saying the name right, Japanesque eyelash separator. So it is metal, it's really cool. I just started using this like maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's working really well. It is from Amazon, of course. I will link everything down below. That way, in case you're a more shopping online person like myself, then you could just go ahead and click the links and find everything. All right, so I'm also waiting for this little sucker to dry. That way I can remove him. So while that's drying, I don't want to take a lot of time. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes again. So I just go in there, and so guys, just a disclaimer, it is a little bit more likely that your eyelashes will fall off if you curl them after you've put on mascara. This is just what I've always done because I feel like it curls my eyelashes a little bit more because, like I mentioned, they're very straight. So when I put mascara, they just kind of fall down again. So then I curl them once again and hope that they stay up a little bit. I'm so excited. It's the first day of spring, and I'm trying to take some Instagram pictures today. We'll see if after our play date, the sun is still up. Sorry guys, I just like really have to get in there to get at least a little bit of curl on these lashes. And then once I'm done curling, what I go ahead and do is I use the separator. I'm gonna get a little bit closer just so you guys can see. So as you can tell, like these right here, they look a little bit clumped up together. So what I go ahead and do is I go in with this little gadget and I just kind of wiggle it around, brush these eyelashes. It's so nice, I love it. So there you go. Let me just get a little closer. So there you go. So they look a little bit more separated. I don't know if you can see on camera, but you can definitely see in person. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. I did get this from TikTok, and it has been my best TikTok purchase so far. I love it. And just kind of brush them all out. Of course, you can do this as much as you want. As you can tell, those little clumps that were right here, they already separated. I am missing a little bit of eyelashes because of my eyelash extensions. This last time I kind of plucked them out, which I shouldn't have done, but I did. And I plucked them out and they kind of fell out a little bit. So there we go. Nice. So I think that's gonna be it. I could definitely keep going into it, but I think it looks pretty. I'm pretty comfortable with the way it looks now. And as you can tell, there is no like, what do you call them? There's no mascara residue on the bottom, so it all goes on the brush. It's really nice. Of course, you want to wash it after, or at least just go over it. And I do clean it out after with like a little dry paper towel. So take off all that mascara so the next time it's ready to be used again. And then it does have its little, it does have a little lid, which I think is awesome because it's safe for my kids. And not sponsored. I mean, I literally have like 200 subscribers. I don't think they would sponsor me. And then lastly, I go ahead and go in, just lastly for the eyes, I go ahead and go in with my Becca Champagne Pop. I do go in with the highlighter and I just dip it in to the same brush that I use for my nose, and I just kind of tap it in there. And then what I do, just to give myself a little bit more like of an awake look, I go ahead and go on my inner corners of my eyelids, and I just kind of pop that in there, and I feel like it looks really cute. There you go. So as you can tell, it makes it a little bit shiny and it looks pretty nice. Just, you know, a little bit more put together. You can put as much as you want. Try to be minimal because I only have a play date today, and then, you know, probably dinner with Jose after. So there we go. That is what I do for my eyes. Again, it's pretty easy, mostly if you've done this like time and time again. I literally can do this like in no time, but today since I'm explaining it, it might have looked like it took a little bit longer. And lastly, what I go ahead and do is I do my lips. I did get lip injections for the last time about a year ago. I've only done it twice, so the last time being almost a year ago. And you can kind of see that my bottom lip is bigger than my top lip. That's the way it's always been since before I got my lip injections. But what I go ahead and do is for my top lip, I kind of overline it just a little bit to, you know, give it that cohesive look with my bottom lip. And to be fair, the person who does my lips, I did ask her for this look. I like it when it looks a little bit more natural, so I did want it to still have the natural shape that I have, which is a thinner top lip and then the thicker bottom lip. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm just going to go over it with the, I use the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil. I believe this is the color Ever. So this is gonna be it right here. This is the color that I use because it's kind of close to my lip color. So it's almost the same thing. So that's why I like to go in with this one. And I go in with it and I just overline the lip, the top one. And then I just kind of get the outer corners of my lips. So I only overline the top and then I do the outer corners of the bottom one, and then I kind of smack my lips together. That way it can just create like a shadow, not so much like a harsh line on the lip. So I kind of smack my lips together so it can create like a shadow look. And there you go. So that's the look that I like for my lips. Of course, everybody does their lips differently. This is just the way that I do mine. And that looks pretty good. And then what I do lastly is I go ahead and go in with my Dior Lip Glow Oil. I swear by my Dior Lip Glow Oil. I love it. And I am using the color Raspberry, which is my all-time favorite. I have tried the other color, but I thought it was too like orange for me. So I do like this one. It's the Dior Lip Glow Oil in the color Raspberry. So I did get this at Dillard's, but I'm sure you could just get it online, or of course I'll link it below. So I just go ahead and go in with it. Now I don't overdo it with the lip gloss either. I just do the middle, then I bring it out, and then just to give it that little bit of shine. I don't like it when it looks very, very glossy. I just like for it to have a little bit of shine. So then I do the same thing on top, just a little bit. And then I just smack the lips together just to blend it all in. And that is it for the lips. And then the very last thing that I do whenever I'm doing my makeup, I go in with my MAC Fix Plus just to set everything together and kind of blend it all in and give me that glowy look. So I just kind of go in, and you don't want to be stingy with this. It is so good. So there we go. Just kind of wait for that baby to dry. And there you have it, guys. That is my everyday makeup routine. Like I mentioned, today it might have seemed a little bit longer because I'm talking through it, but I literally do this look while holding my baby or my toddler, so it's very easy. I do it in all about 15 minutes. It actually took me 25 minutes to do it today, but that's because I was talking through it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and if you're new here, then make sure to subscribe. I will be posting new videos every single week, every everything from beauty, lifestyle, family, and fashion, which is what I'm most passionate about. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.